determined that I made this my home, this country my home, and voluntarily or involuntarily, that I'm here, and also that I'm not invisible anymore. I was 5 years old when my mother brought my brother and I here. Oh, I'm really nervous. When my mother brought my brother and I here to this country, we were supposedly going to visit my father that lived here. And in order to visit him, we had to come to this dark, scary desert in the night. And all I knew that I was coming to visit him. I didn't know where we were going, but just to visit him. This whole process of coming to visit him happened really fast. And when I realized that I was here, he was in front of me, and I kind of didn't recognize him because I had not seen him for a few years. So he was like a stranger to me, but sooner or later I got comfortable with him. Growing up, my brother and I assimilated here very well. Like, there was no problem. We learned the language, we learned to get comfortable. We were like any other American student, and then I knew something was wrong with me. I wasn't sure what was different from me, but I knew it was something was different. I didn't realize that I was different until I reached high school, when the school secretary called me to the office and told me that I needed a social security number, and I didn't know that I had provided that. So she said, just go to the school office and, no, to the social security office and just fill in the application and they'll give you one. I was like, okay, so I went home and I asked my mom, I can't believe we haven't done this, they're still missing my social security number, we need to go to the office and get the number. And she said, well, you don't have one. I'm like, well, how can I not have one? You don't have one. You weren't born here. And that was really difficult for me. That was an eye-opener for me because that I knew something was missing, and I realized that that's what was missing, a social security number. And so every 4 years, every time, throughout my high school years, I would be called to the office and be asked about this number. And every year I would tell them, I don't have one. I don't have one, I can't give you one. And every time they would tell me, just go to the office, you need to fill out an application and they'll give you one. And nobody in high school knew that I was an 8540 student. And I didn't know how I was going to go to college. I didn't know what I was going to do with how to pay for it. And I knew I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. Luckily, Santa Ana College, the recruiters went on my senior year, and they helped me fill out an application, they helped me with financial aid, and even though I told them I don't have a social security number, oh, And I didn't understand this, why it was okay. But that year, 2001, the year I graduated, was when 8540 law when it passed. And that was how I was able to go to college and pay resident tuition. And ever since that, I knew there was always going to be something. I knew there was always going to be, I always had faith, and I still continue to have faith. It's always going to be a struggle for us, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. This will only make us stronger. This will only make us more human. This will only make us better people and have different feelings. We'll have a different sense. And in addition to our vices, we'll have a different sense. And most of us, when we graduate from college or university, we say, well, what are you going to do afterwards? We continue. We don't stop there. We continue. We go for a master's degree, go for a PhD degree. We don't stop. And with this, I want to thank you for listening to my story. And I know everybody has a story. Everybody. You might think it might be might have not had that many hardships, but you still have a story because you're struggling. You're a struggling 8540 student. And then I know that the Dream Act is going to pass, and we'll fulfill a career dream someday. We will. Thank you.